Yeah, underwear is crazy. If you...
Karamutahanda.
What's up, everybody? This is a Growing Up Italian podcast. It's your boy Sabino, your favorite podcaster's favorite podcaster, and the one and only Rocco.
What's up? Happy New Year.
How you feeling, Rock?
I'm good. New year, new me, baby.
Oh, you're going with that? That's where you're going?
Nah. Just segue into what we're going to do here.
Do you really do New Year, new me? Because I'm curious.
We'll save that.
That's what everybody does that. Everybody does the New Year, new me. But we just want to wish you all a very happy New Year. New year, new you. Time to go get it. What do you prefer, Rock? New Year's Eve or New Year's Day?
New Year's Eve. It's kind of like Christmas Eve. You know, that's like anticipating something, waiting for something. You know, expecting something. Have you ever been to a ball drop? Hell no.
I don't think any real New Yorker has ever done a ball drop.
Nah, I'm definitely.
Like it's always out of towners or whatever.
Hell no, I'm not freezing out there, bro. January, that's like prime time season for cold weather in New York. And bro, you gotta wait there for hours.
What about if you gotta take a little bit shot? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, no, that's why you gotta bring a nice bottle.
Yeah, to fill it up, an empty one.
God.
So New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, a little different than Christmas, but a lot of similarities. Like you said, the anticipation. You're waiting for midnight, just like Christmas. You're waiting for Christmas. You're waiting midnight for mass, and then New Year's wait for a ball drop.
All that stuff. New Year's, it's a new year. So
exactly. So the only difference I feel is Christmas is kind of like very jolly. It's a time of giving, and New Year's is more like celebratory. Like people do like crazy parties. New Year's Eve parties where you get whacked out, and the New Year's Day is the hangover day. Like New Year's, to me, is the busiest holiday because people are ordering food, people are going to parties, people are buying a lot of liquor. Yeah. So I always grew up like New Year's being super busy on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
For sure. And I mean, I'm glad it's definitely good for businesses. Like you said, for a panini shop, I'm sure you guys get a lot of catering orders, the sandwiches, the platters, all that.
It's like
stuff.
One of the busiest days.
That and Super Bowl Sunday,
yeah, those
right?
are the two. Exactly. You just took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah. So, I mean, for me, it's no doubt New Year's Eve. Just anticipating something is what makes it.
What do you like doing on New Year's Eve? Would you rather like go to like one of those all you can eat? Not all you can eat, but like dress up with the black tie. I know what you mean.
Yeah, a lot of people go out formally out to a dinner and then celebrate at the restaurant or at the venue. A lot of people do that. To me, honestly, there hasn't been one New Year's Eve that I wasn't with the family. And it's great, don't get me wrong, but it's come to a point where everybody's knocked out by 9:30. Yeah. So it's like when the ball drops, it's 11:58. All right, 2 minutes left. We celebrate, we do the whole thing, and then 12:07, like everybody's out the door. So
yeah,
it's fun. I like it. It's fun, but
it's a late day for sure.
Yeah, it's a long day.
Especially for like those people that work the 5 a.m. jobs that they got to be up 4 o'clock. Yeah. Like your dad and Zio, that they're up super early. Like being up at midnight to them is crazy.
I know, it's non-existent.
It's like only during weddings they do that once a year.
Exactly.
And New Year's. But we're going to talk a little bit about some Italian traditions on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. We're going to see if you guys agree, disagree. Maybe you could add in on what your family does on New Year's Eve.
Awesome.
But everybody talks about lentils. Now, fact or cap? Do lentils bring money and bring success for the new year?
Yeah, like asking on personal experience.
Yeah. Well, first of all, are you like fully bought into like, okay, let me eat the lentils?
Yeah, hell yeah. Every year you'll see me eating out of the pot. Of course.
Like that?
Who doesn't want that thought? Like all it takes is a scoop of lentils. All right, I'm in. And then the more you eat, the more.
Imagine you don't eat lentils and Bitcoin crashes. Like, all your stock
goes down. Who knows, honestly, the way the market's going. But no, I definitely believe in it. Lentils represent, the shape of a coin. So,
is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, actually, hold on. There's actually a quote that I'll read. It says, lentils are served on New Year's Eve after midnight. The lentils with their coin-like shape represent luck and prosperity. Italians throw old possessions out the window after midnight as an out with the old, make room for the new gesture. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing. The beginning half, I agree with, right? Mm-hmm. But the second half, Italians never threw anything out.
I mean, not that I noticed, and they definitely wouldn't. We don't like to waste anything. So.
Like, imagine Italians throwing out an old pair of shoes. Like, they don't throw them out. They just get put in the basement or something. Like,
right.
Or they're like, shoes for the garden or whatever.
Yeah. And, it's supposed to represent good luck and fortune to you and your family coming into the new year. So I definitely have it. Like, why not, have that mindset going into it? But a lot of families also use the cotechino.
Yeah.
And you know what that is, right?
Yeah, that's the flavor. That gives it a little flavor.
Yeah, so, people can say
nasty.
Lentils are dry, yada, yada, yada. Everybody makes it differently. But it's kind of like a sausage, but like liverwurst. Like liverwurst texture.
You just took the words out of my mouth.
I mean, not the best, but listen, if it's going to give me fortune and prosperity into the new year, I'll take a bite or two. What do you have to lose, A
little taste.
A little
taste. But I will tell you one thing. For me personally, lentils and champagne is disgusting together.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think of it like that because right after you're having champagne.
No, you're having it simultaneously.
We're having
a red Solo with the lentils and a nice glass of champagne,
Yeah, you're right.
To wash it down. It's like, what should I have?
What better chaser for lentils than champagne, huh?
But yeah, I think lentils has been a very big tradition in our household. And
every year.
I
can't remember one year where we didn't have it.
Even shout out to Premium Pete. He always, whenever he sees me, he goes, the lentils, the lentils. But I read this other thing from this site that I actually never heard before. But I do see, like, when we have these holidays that we have a bunch of, at the end of the meal, we have, like, chestnuts, walnuts,
definitely
grapes. Like, we do have a bunch of fruits and nuts and vegetables, all that stuff. But it says Italian tradition dictates that 7 dried fruit and nuts be eaten for good luck on New Year's Eve. Wow. Almonds, hazelnuts, peanuts, walnuts, dates, raisin, dried figs. Some also eat pomegranate.
You know something? I don't know if our family's ever intentionally done that, but we definitely have.
Not 7, though.
Maybe not 7, but definitely a lot. I think 7 just is like a holy number. So Italians, obviously, being very Catholic, they want to follow all things God. And 7, the 7 sacraments. So everything has to be 7. 7 fishes. Yeah, it all aligns. So I've never heard of the 7 fruits and nuts. It could be possible. I mean, that's the first time I'm ever hearing it.
Fact or cap? Well, I'm curious to hear if any of our followers actually have heard of that.
Because 7 nuts. I don't know.
I was literally like looking up Italian traditions just to see if I missed anything.
Yeah.
And someone put 7 fruits and nuts. I'm like, okay, you guys are just like looking for
reaching,
stuff
right? Yeah. I
don't
know.
They were also from like somewhere super random, like Utah. They were like, the articles, somebody wrote it from Utah. I never heard of Italians in Utah. Is there any Italians from Utah?
Anybody? I don't think I've seen a podcast listener from Utah yet. Now that you mentioned,
so that's why I don't know.
Maybe, but if you're here, please message us.
Maybe they got
love to
they got off the wrong stop. But another thing is the red underwear on New Year's Eve. Have you ever heard of that?
See, this is one that I never understood. I don't think our family. Maybe that's a Northern Italian thing or what. But the red underwear is something to me that I never understood.
I've heard people.
What's the meaning of the red underwear?
I think it's like good luck too. Like, you ever see like people wear like red bracelets?
Yeah,
it's like to keep away the evil eye. So something like that.
I mean, I don't even think I have a pair of red underwear.
You don't have red? No. I have red boxers. I mean,
I don't wear underwear either way, but.
Yeah. Where you go commando?
No. Wear boxers or boxer briefs.
Yeah, underwear is crazy. If you
if you're
over 10 years old wearing underwear, there's something wrong.
Overrated, underrated, perfectly rated underwear. Definitely overrated.
That could be another segment. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people that wear brand new underwear or say they wear brand new underwear, like going in year with like fresh Mudans.
Bro, it's all the same thing. New year, new me. Come on. Like, who's really changing at that point? Like, if you want to be that different then in a week, then just start now. Like, what's the difference between waiting for the new year? I don't get it.
I saw a meme where it was like December 24th and 25th, like being all jolly, and December 26th to January 3rd, to January 1st, like being filled with cheese.
Yeah.
Not knowing what day of the week it is. Like the dates from December 26th to like December 31st, 30th, those days, nobody wants to get any work done.
Right.
It's just like lazy days.
I mean, everybody should be off, if you want me to be honest.
Yeah, it should be like a national holiday.
Yeah, it's like, here's the week prepping into the new year.
There you go. Like, get your stuff together.
But it's funny, like the new year, new me thing, real quick. You know, I'm getting married in June. So my whole mindset was, all right, let me get through the holidays. And at January 2nd, I'll start like a hardcore diet. Like, let me go on a diet. Let me look in shape for my wedding. But it's funny how I set that date. But my excuse is I'm getting through the holidays, you know?
Well,
That's not necessarily New Year, New Me. I'm going to be the same person.
Though, because what are you not going to eat panettone, not going to eat pandoro, not going to eat all these crazy meals we have? Like the holidays, everybody knows the holidays you're going to eat.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I get it why it's like that. Like the whole New Year, New Me might be a push, but more so like people having that mindset, like, okay, I got to make myself better.
Yeah, so start now. What are you waiting for New Year's for? I don't understand.
It is what it is.
You sound like somebody that says New Year, New Me.
Listen, those are my people. Shout out to them.
Oh, yeah.
But listen, panettone or pandoro, like that's also a big thing on New Year's. I feel like that's the whole layout. It's panettone, pandoro, cakes, nuts, grapes, fruits, right? Like, you know, maybe a little clementine or two.
For me, it's always panettone. It's not even close because pandoro's just so plain. Like, all right, it's got powdered sugar, but panettone you could do so much more with.
And New Year's Day is like, should be National Pandoro, Panettone, French Toast Day.
Yeah, probably. That's when everybody has to put them to use.
Yeah, if not,
when else are you going to have it? You're not going to have panettone in March.
We had a video that went crazy with the French Toast Pandoro. That was cool.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been doing that lately.
I'm glad that it's getting recognized. At least it serves some use, you know, instead of staying on the shelf for months and months or being regifted. At least people can have better use for it.
You know what's something I noticed? I mean, I notice it every year, but especially Italians, you know, for Christmas and all that, like when you talk to your family in Italy, like you're dealing with those calls at like 10, 11 a.m.
Yeah.
And I think I figured out this year why it's like that. And it's something so obvious. But with the time change, right? Like the 6 hours they're ahead, it's like 4 or 5 p.m. in Italy. They're bored out of their minds.
Yeah.
It's like, chiamami America, vedremo come stanno, you know? Like, so I'll just always remember New Year's Day being that day when, like, everybody, like, FaceTimes you, like, buon anno, sì, come stai? Famiglia tutta a posto. Like, you just catch up with everybody. But Italy really is so lucky that they're 6 hours ahead because they get to just, like, go on, like they have a nice pleasant morning with their families and then they like bombard us with the calls.
In the resting period they call us. Meanwhile us it's like hectic and we're giving the call. But it always works out. I mean the most common day to call Italy is a Sunday. We all know that. And then obviously during the holidays, but yeah, Italy's always relaxing. The way it works in Italy, I feel like when are they not relaxing? Especially in southern Italy, they literally have a 2-hour break for lunch every day. I mean, that's some life.
Yeah, who's better than them? Like the whole town shuts down from 2. No, it's more than 2 hours.
Probably.
It's like 3 or 4 hours.
I'll never forget one of my cousins literally he had a dislocated shoulder, but we couldn't pop it back in. So he's like, I gotta go to the hospital. But they're like, no, you gotta wait now. Nobody's in the doctor's office or something like that. So it's like, nice. You could be dying and
don't get hurt at these hours.
Yeah, for real.
That's funny, but you know, God bless them. They make it work, and we make the best food.
100%. I wouldn't have.
Is there
it
anything
any
else
way.
you wanted to talk about?
No, I mean, to be honest, I wanted to take a minute to just thank everybody, for all the support this year. I mean, granted, it wasn't like the best year in terms of, everything going on in the world, but I feel like it was a huge year for growth. It taught us a lot, gave us a lot of new ideas for content, being creative when we're delivering this content. You guys seem to be enjoying it now more than ever. So I just wanted to thank you guys for always taking out the time to, give that feedback or
Show
like a
some
post,
love.
share, comment, subscribe, all the stuff that you guys do. We definitely appreciate it. And, looking forward to what 2022 has to bring. I know we say this every year, but, it's become literally a passion project for us. We do this out of the love of it. We don't do this because, we weren't trying to make money off of it or trying to meet people off of it. We do this because we love it, and we haven't stopped since day one. So I think a lot of people, if they were in our shoes doing what we did by now, I don't think they definitely would have pursued this, but I'm happy where we are.
A lot of people that make content are, they show up, do, make some noise, and they're gone.
Yeah, it's like a natural disaster, Like you're here for a little bit and then you'll go.
Yeah.
But, we've been in this for the long haul and we don't plan on going anywhere.
I will say every year has gotten better since we started.
Yeah, knock on wood.
It's been a lot of good growth. I think everybody that's involved, like us as a family, we all get along, so it makes it a lot easier. When you don't get along with somebody, it's like harder to work with somebody because you just don't like them. You can't stand them, so you don't want to work with them. But yeah, I think as far as us as a brand, I knew we would always be here, but I'm just like, to see it actually happen is amazing, and we appreciate everybody, all our listeners, all our followers, everybody that shows us support.
Definitely fulfilling.
Happy New Year to you. God bless, and GY to the moon, baby.
Let's go. Take care, guys. Happy New Year.
Buonanotte.